Will marry me. I know this week our class is going to be a little bit late. I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, and I just feel like if my students aren't doing my class, I'm not going to do it on time for them every week. With that being said, let's get to work. I guys told you guys I've been waiting for this week for a while. It's tarot cards, divination. We're getting into divination tonight. And it gets into a lot of in-depth information on tarot cards, their meanings, and so on and so forth. So let's get started. Tarot cards and tarot reading. In most people's mind, tarot card reading means a woman in a flowing robe leaning over a small table in a candlelit room foretelling your doom. But that's not really what they mean, and that's not really what they're about. In fact, they're not even really meant to tell your fortune or future. They're meant for insight, things to think about, things to live on, and things to ponder about. The most powerful information can come within the tarot cards, and it can contact you with your higher self or your higher being, your third eye chakra. We talked about that last week. We're going to look at various different means for tarot card readings. How a deck can possibly tell you anything about yourself, and learn why and where it matters, and where the cards can fall into place to suit yourself and your needs for your tarot cards. It gets a little bit more into detail about stuff, and it's going to get a little bit further into that as well as we continue to go on and look over what we have to say. The types of readings, there's actually two different types of tarot card readings. There's a question reading and an open reading. Sorry, the cat just lost my spot. She crawled on the computer. Let me find it again. In a question readings, you are addressing a specific question asked by a person or individual. And the intended answer is a specific yes or no question. Most say it shouldn't be used to make decisions, but instead should be used as a guide to help you make decisions for yourself. For this reason, the question should actually be stated as a specific question, not something that should be open at all, or open to interpretation on what your question is. You gotta remember to keep your options open and to find the best level of detail you can when you do the reading for that person. You gotta focus on yourself if it's for yourself. You gotta stay neutral. You gotta stay positive. Now, in open readings, it's a more larger aspect of life rather than just a specific problem. That's the kind of tarot cards I do. It just gives you insight more than anything else. It lets you know exactly what that person to quote-unquote look out for if it comes along. And it just gives you like warnings. It's kind of like a fortune cookie, just a little more in-depth than, someone new will meet you today. It's going to be more in depth than the fortune cookie. It is divination. It is something that you are taking and you're asking your gods to put them in, gods and goddesses to put themselves inside of your cards to give you the most positive reading you can for these people. It doesn't always come out that way. That's why you always got to let them know, hey, this is not a definitive answer. It doesn't always come true. Sometimes it's actually false, and you'll have to deal with that. I would suggest, if you're going to do a tarot card reading, don't charge someone to do it, because that's just, I believe, is a ripoff. You're misleading them if their tarot cards come out wrong. I believe that divination should be shared freely, not spent money on and yada yada yada, so on and so forth. I believe that it's a gift from your gods to you, so you should gift it from you to other people. Alright, so there are many different varieties of tarot decks, and there is no standard number of cards across all decks. While the types of cards, the suits, and the meanings are the same, and the illustrations vary greatly. I got a really simple tarot deck. I actually got mine at Spencer's about 5-6 years ago. You know, whatever. It's actually a very nice deck. It's a Egyptian base, and I got another one that's based off the Necronomicon magazines and stuff from back in the days. The most common deck is actually the Rider White deck. It's pretty cool. It was originally created in 1909 by A.E. White. And a prominent member of the occult groups, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn Society, uses it. The tarot deck is made up of two different groups. You guys will see. I'm going to show you as soon as I can get my cards separated. You got your major arcana, your majors. See your major arcana. Oh, just happened to go to the tower, huh? And then you got your minors arcana, which are like regular playing cards. They're just like wands, staves, whatever, swords, cups, and pinnacles or coins. Whatever it may be, you know, it's all different. They're usually done through wands, swords, cups, circles, or pinnacles. Some of them are done with staffs, not wands. I think mine's done with staffs. No, mine's wands. I've seen some that are done with staffs instead. Each suit has a meaning regarding to its different approach in life. The cards within these suits are numbered 1 through 10, also include quartz cards like a king, a queen, an ace, and a knight. Or a king, a queen, a jack, and an ace. So you can tell like what you have, like maybe like there's the Queen of Pentacles right there, you know, Queen of Pentacles on my cards. They can correspond with the ideals numbered 1 through 21, and with 22nd card being the Fool are marked 0. The Major Arcana card, which are these ones right here, are marked like that. Okay, the Fool is being marked 0. If I can find them. Here he is. The Fool is marked number 0. He's a lot represented inside of a playing card deck, a standard playing card deck, as the Joker as well. He's less important to your life than any of the other cards. Alright, so let's see where we're at now. Now we're on reading of your tarot cards. Once the cards are laid out in their meaning, I'll give you guys a good tarot card set up in a few minutes. What's going to happen is you're going to be facing your person you're reading to. Okay, now the layout can be different, and I'm going to be showing you guys mine in a minute. You have your trusty book. It comes with every tarot card that you have. Well, it's always upside down for some reason. That's weird. You have your trusty book. Always have it with you. You never know when you're going to need it. I've been doing tarot cards for years, and I still use my book. It's good stuff. Or you can just look at a card and say, hey, you know, you got the sun, but it's reversed. Now the guy on the sun looks very happy, very go-lucky. The sun's moderate, and there's a bird flying in the background. So you can just like take it over and go, okay, well, you know, it's reversed facing you. So if it's upside down facing the person, it's reversed to them. Okay. So this is a reverse card. This would be an upright card because it's upright facing you. It might be reversed on my side, but it's upright facing you. So we're going to do a reverse meaning, okay? Well, if you're going to do this out of your mind, you're going to look at the picture, and you can just, especially if it's on a specific question, you can just look at it and go, well, the outcome of the situation might be that You're going to travel. You're going to be happy. So on and so forth. If it's reversed, you're going to say, okay, well, it's the opposite of that. You're not going to be so happy. You're going to travel somewhere. You're going to get depressed. You're going to get angry. You're going to get mad. And, sometimes the sun might not shine for you anymore. And birds won't fly in your life. Just heed your warning towards that. Look out for that. That's the best way to go about doing those cards, especially if they're reversed. Some cards mean specific things, like death is either ending, transition, elimination, or an exploration of forces. The Fool can be the beginning or faith or apparent folly. The High Priestess can be a non-action and unconscious awareness or a potential mystery in your life. And the Lovers could have something to do with have something to do with relationship, sexuality, personal beliefs, or values. As a magician, can consider yourself for action or conscious awareness. Okay, well, we got to that point, and I'm going to actually get off of here, off of my bed that I'm sitting on. I'm going to do you guys a reading, the best of my ability with what I have. I only have a laptop, so I can only do so much.